Hello and welcome to this tutorial in which we are going to learn the basic formatting options in Excel so that we make our document look presentable. Just imagine that you are working for Juicy Fruits company and your boss has asked you to make weekly sales report which looks like this. So we have the company title with a colorful background, the report title with a date, the headers of the column, the days, the quantity of fruit sold, the total quantity of each fruit sold, the unit rate and the total sale amount of each fruit, and the grand total sale amount for the week. There is a tax computation at 5%, a note, and a sales incentive summary. The incentive is such that the sales staff gets 10% of the sale amount as their incentive, which needs to be divided equally amongst the number of sales staff present during that particular week. So let's begin. I'm going to open an Excel sheet this time from within Excel. So we go to File, Menu tab and click on New and then select a blank workbook. Now what do we have here? First is the title of the company. Then we have column headers. We will write the title of the report in a bit. So day, we have mango, orange, apple, lemon, mango. I'm going to start typing. I'm using arrow keys to move around. Mango, orange, apple, lemon. And then we have date below. So first we are going to have a date format applied here. So let me right click on this, format cell, select the number tab and date, and I'm going to select this particular format of date, and let's begin with 7th Jan 2018. So since I have selected a date format and I typed in 7-Jan, it automatically picks up the current year and presents the date. Now, if you remember, we said that if we apply a particular format in Excel for the number, it treats it in that particular way and we can have operations on it. So if we want to have days followed by 7th Jan, what we can do here is write a formula equal to, and I'm going to select using the mouse or arrow key, whichever you like. I select this particular date plus 1. So there you see it is 8 Jan. And then I'm going to drag this formula to the cells below. When you are in a particular cell, if you see the bottom right corner of the cell is little bit darker than the other corners. This corner can be used to drag the cell formula or the cell contents to any other cell. For example, if I drag it down, then there is a formula here, this plus 1. So that particular formula gets repeated. So we are going to drag it further. All right, so these are the 7 days. Then we are going to have total quantity, unit rate, and total amount. Let me adjust the width of column A to accommodate the total amount written here, which just overflows the column width. To do that, I bring my cursor in between column A and B. So if I want to edit the width of column A, I bring it between A and the next column. The cursor changes to 2 horizontal arrows. I keep my left mouse button pressed and drag the column to the desired size. Alright, so now is the time to enter the data for the quantities sold for each fruit. There are various ways in which you can enter this particular data. One is the manual way. So let's try that. For mango, we will enter manually all the data. So I'm going to enter randomly some numbers. All right. Let's say number of oranges sold on each day was the same, which was say 75. Then this is how you copy 75 in remaining cells. One is you just to copy paste. So Control plus C. Select this range and I do Control plus V. This is one method. Second method, let me undo this. I can undo this by either selecting this shortcut, or the undo shortcut on your keyboard is Control plus Z. Second method of filling the same number in the range below or on the right side is I drag this particular cell by holding its bottom right corner. As you see, the cursor changes when I bring it to the bottom right corner and drag it down. So the number 75 gets copied to all the cells in that particular range. Now, let's say for Apple, on the first day, amount sold was say 65, and then every other day the amount increased by 5, so the next day was 70. Now either I enter a formula here, that here I will enter a formula of this cell plus 5, or the other way to do it is when you select these two cells, Excel is going to detect a trend between these two numbers, that the second number is 5 more than the previous number, and when you drag this range of two cells by holding the bottom right corner and drag it down, all the other numbers are going to increase by 5. So this is a smart feature in Excel. It can be used in various ways. For example, you have a column called serial number in a table, type 1, 2, and then just drag this down. It will automatically pick up the remaining serial numbers in that particular order. Or let's say you have a product ID which begins with PD001 and you drag this, it will automatically take the remaining numbers in that particular sequence. So this method of dragging the cell by the bottom right corner helps you in this particular way. I'm going to delete this or let it be. For lemon, let's have another way of filling in data. Let's say the number of quantity of lemons sold depends on the quantity of apple. So every 5 apples sold, there is 1 lemon sold. So for that, we apply a formula is equal to quantity of apple divided by 5.